Alright guys, welcome to the final part to What If Cell survived. I decided to put in the Tournament of Power saga and another saga I made up into one video. So I hope you all enjoy. With all that being said, let's get to it. Cut to Beerus, who is sitting down with Whis, eating some ramen, when suddenly Whis' staff rings. As Whis picks it up, it's the Omni King. Beerus bows, says, "What is it?" The Omni King says, "I forgot a long time about that tournament thing I promised, but I decided to bring it up. I want a tournament between all the other universes." Beerus would nod, and Zeno says, "Oh, if you lose, you go bye-bye." As he then hanged up. As Beerus was shaken in fear, "If we lose, our entire universe will be wiped out. We need to get a team. Pronto." Beerus and Whis would then travel to Frieza, Cell, and Majin Buu. Majin Buu was trained and even unlocked the Kaioken. As Cell could tell there was a new form, but he needed something to push him towards it. He needed something to help him unlock it. But suddenly, Beerus would appear. Cell would go, "Oh, Beerus, why are you..." Beerus said, "Cut the chit-chat. We're having a tournament, and you have to join." Beerus said, lifting up his hand, ready to erase him if he says no. Cell said, "Fine. I like tournaments anyway. I don't know why you had to threaten me." Beerus said, "Insurance." As in, Beerus flew down to Earth. As he landed, he brought Cell, Majin Buu, and Frieza. Gohan would look up and say, "What the hell is this?" But then, Beerus would say, "Shut up! This is no time for your stupid grudges. Do you understand me? We are going to have a tournament. If we lose, our universe will be wiped out." Gohan was shocked. Everyone else was. They nodded. As the team was Gohan, Vegeta, Piccolo, Majin Buu, Frieza, and Cell, and a few others. However, they needed an ace up their sleeve, so they got the Dragon Balls and wished who would be the best for the tournament and where to find him. Shenron told him about Broly. Broly was a man of great potential, but he was trapped on Vampa. If they freed him, he would most likely fight in the tournament. They were all excited, so as the dragon separated, they went off to get Broly. Gohan would be sent off to get him. Meanwhile, Cell would stay there. They also decided to bring back Goku. As Fortune Teller Baba brought back Goku, Broly also was brought to the circle, and they were all ready to fight in the tournament. As they were transported to the tournament, they saw all the other universes getting prepared. Suddenly, the tournament began, as Universe 9 Trio of Danger went after Vegeta and Goku since they were alone. Universe 9 charged at them, and Beerus was like, "What's going on?" Universe 9 Supreme Kai said this, "We heard of how strong your universe was, Beerus. The Universe 6 and 7 tournament, everyone watched it. Everyone has heard about it on GodTube, and they saw how powerful they were. But I didn't see that Goku fella. So I'm gonna take down 2 of your best warriors. Take them down!" The Trio of Danger surrounded Goku and Vegeta. So did the rest of Universe 9, as they hit them with everything they got. But they both turned Super Saiyan and began to push them back, pushing them further and further. Even though they used great techniques, so did Goku and Vegeta. Goku and Vegeta kicked member after member, as Universe 9 began to dribble more and more and more, until it was wiped away. Universe 9 was in shock, as suddenly they were about to be erased. The Supreme Kai said, "No, no! How could 2 of your warriors take out my entire universe?" Beerus said, "Simple. Your universe is weak and pathetic. And here it goes." Suddenly, Universe 9 was erased. Universe after universe went. Suddenly, the 11th universe go after Hit, but Hit would push them all back with his time skip ability. Eventually, though, Jiren would begin to fight Hit. As this was going on, Kaba was fighting Cell. As Cell was defeating Kaba, suddenly Kaba's hair turned red, and he said, "What is this?" "I did the Super Saiyan God ritual. We used our Dragon Balls to see if there was any way to upgrade our team." He charged at Cell, punching him, and he began to beat up on Cell. But as Cell was about to get knocked out, suddenly he yelled in anger as his skin turned red, unlocking his Cell Max form. Cell would then say this as he picked up Kaba by the neck and began to choke him, saying, "You may be a god, but you're nothing compared to pure perfection." As they threw him off the ring, winning. Meanwhile, Hit was fighting Jiren, and Jiren was winning, but suddenly Hit closed his eyes. As his aura turned white, and Hit went into Ultra Instinct and used his time skip, hitting Jiren a bunch of pressure points, sending him back. Jiren and Hit then began the battle like they never battled before, with everything they got. Jiren used his 100% power, as Hit used his Ultra Instinct, pushing them further and further, but Hit had the advantage. He was a far better martial artist, and he also had Ultra Instinct with his time skip. Top was about to interfere, but suddenly something happened. Goku jumped in front of the way, and said, "You really think you'll interfere?" Dispo ran in to interfere, but suddenly Frieza jumped in front of his way and said, "I don't think so. I think it's time we take down your universe once and for all." Top then charged straight at Goku. Goku charged at him. They both battled with everything they had, but Top had the upper hand. So then Goku used his Kaioken blue form and began to charge up a massive Kamehameha and hit Top straight in the face as it blew him off the edge, making him be eliminated. Meanwhile, Frieza used the Kaioken golden form and punched Dispo, knocking him off the edge. Then hit Jiren and all of his pressure points, making him fall down. As Belmart screamed, "No! No! Jiren is powerful! How could this happen?" Hit said, "It's over, Jiren." Jiren looked up and said, "I know." As he fell off the edge, the 11th universe was erased. But as that happened, Kale and Caulifla punched Broly, sending him flying back. Broly got up and began to tap into his anger. Kale and Kefla then began to get beat up as Broly beat them limb from limb. He got angrier and angrier and angrier as suddenly they put on the Batara, fusing, making Kefla. Kefla and Broly began to battle. Kefla was far stronger than Broly at the beginning, but Broly's power kept rising and rising and rising. Kefla knew this, so she charged an epic Ki Blast to try to push Broly out. As it hit Broly, almost knocking him off the edge, but then he grabbed it and began to walk, pushing it further and further. As his anger grew, he just flew straight through the Ki Blast, yelling, "Ah!" Kefla shook in fear. How can this be? How can this be possible? Suddenly, Broly kicked Kefla off the edge, but then two orange arms grabbed Broly and threw him off the edge, causing him to be eliminated too, as it was two orange Namekians. These orange Namekians looked behind them as they saw Piccolo and Gohan. This would then appear in front of them and say, "It's not time for the final battle," as he shot down a Ki Blast, creating smoke for them to get away. We cut to further in the tournament. All teams have been wiped out, except for Universe 7, Universe 6. Universe 7 has Piccolo, Gohan, Cell, Majin Buu, Frieza, Goku, and Vegeta. Universe 6 has the two Namekians, Frost, Hit. Gohan and Piccolo were battling the two Namekians as they were pushing each other further and further, but they absorbed all the other Namekians. Even though they did that, Piccolo was still stronger because of his intense training, because of what he went through, because of everything. He pushed himself further and further. However, no matter what they did, they had to end this match soon, as Hit was about to knock out Goku and Vegeta. So Piccolo grabbed both Namekians and jumped off the edge, knocking them out. Everyone was shocked. Suddenly, we cut to Vegeta, who gets knocked out by Hit, then Goku. As then Gohan, Majin Buu both charge straight at Hit. Meanwhile, Frost is battling Frieza and Cell. Cell charges at Frost as Frost punches him and turns gold. Frieza says, "You really think you can do that?" Well, guess what? He turns gold too and uses Kaioken. However, Frost has more potential, so they both blast a mighty Ki Blast straight at each other. Frieza goes, "A little help?" "Sure thing." As Cell charges a Ki Blast of his own, helping, pushing Frost further and further. The Ki Blast hit Frost, knocking him off the edge. As then Frieza is barely breathing. Suddenly, Goku and Vegeta get knocked off the edge, as Majin Buu walks in. Cell, Gohan, and Frieza versus Hit with Ultra Instinct. Hit would suddenly knock Frieza out. As this shocked everyone, suddenly Majin Buu would use his powers to grab onto Hit, using his stretchy arms, but Hit would almost burst out. Then Cell would fly and push him. Cell would then say, "Wish them back, Gohan. I can see through this test." As Cell grabbed Hit, so did Majin Buu. They flew off the edge, causing them all to be eliminated, making Gohan the only one left. As he got his wish, he wished to bring all the universes back, and it was a test and they passed. However, the story does not end here. We cut 2 months later. You see Cell, Majin Buu, and Frieza found a time chamber, and they got the Super Dragon Balls twice. They wished for eternal youth, and that Zeno can't erase them. Then they trained for thousands of years. As they came out, they were ready to kill Zeno and all of the angels. Gohan would be studying when suddenly he felt a sharp pain course through his veins. As he looked down, he saw a fist go through his chest. He fell to the floor as he saw Cell standing above him. He could barely breathe. Cell said, "You were a fun rival while you lasted. If you trained as much as I did, you might even be stronger than me, but it's over, Gohan. Goodbye." He blasted him away with the Ki Blast. Piccolo would charge in and turn orange, but then one death beam would kill him. Frieza then would blow up the planet. as suddenly Cell, Frieza, and Majin Buu would all fly to Beerus's planet. Beerus would get up and say, "Look at this. You really think you can beat me?" Frieza would turn into his black form as it shook the entire planet and said, "Let me have this one. I've been under him for far longer." Cell said, "Fine, fine." Frieza charged, punching Beerus so hard his nose broke. He got back up and began the battle. But no matter what he did, no matter how he fought, he was always on the losing end. Frieza began to torture him, firing death beam after death beam, hitting him all the pressure points. He barely stood up. As Frieza said, "Remember when we first met? If I annoy you, you'll erase me. Well, you annoyed me, Beerus. I guess I should erase you." As he holds up his hand, he goes Akai and erases Beerus. Cell, Frieza, and Majin Buu go to plant, destroying destroyer after destroyer until the Omni King notices. And suddenly, the Grand Priest and the Royal Guards would appear with Zeno. The Grand Priest suddenly transformed into his true form as he charged at Cell and began to battle. And meanwhile, Majin Buu and Frieza battled the two Royal Guards. Suddenly, Majin Buu would absorb the Royal Guards, but the Grand Priest was still too powerful as they were pushing them all back. The Grand Priest says, "I will not let you do this. I will not let you destroy the Omni King." The Omni King kept trying to erase him, but it didn't work. He began to cry, scared. Cell says, "You know what the Omni King is? He's an overgrown child. You should be ashamed to protect them. Once he's dead, we'll be able to do whatever we want. The universes will truly be free, but most importantly, they will no longer be a being above me. My perfection will be everything. My perfection will be perfect, and the perfect being will have no one above him," he said, going into his max form, charging a Kamehameha. As Frieza charged the Ki Blast, Majin Buu charged the Ki Blast, and the Grand Priest charged the Ki Blast. It was an epic beam struggle. They pushed everything they had into it, every single bit of energy, every single bit of power, and it kept going for hours and hours until the beam struggle finally ended. It killed the Grand Priest and Zeno. As Cell, Frieza, and Majin Buu were free to do whatever they wanted, the Grand Priest and Zeno were killed, and the universes were now under anarchy, and it's now up to the mortals to decide their own destiny. And that's going to leave things off. Hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Sorry the Tournament of Power was cut short. I wanted to do a finale, but I knew if I wanted to have them kill the Zeno. I don't know why, I just feel like that's what Cell would want to do, and that's like the most epic thing you could do. But if I just, did it in another video, it'd be really short. So I had to do it in one video, but it would be too long if I just extended a Tournament of Power. So yeah, I hope you forgive me. The movie will come out tomorrow, hopefully, of all these episodes together. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Love you all. Peace out.